Greeting to all, name is Whammer, Big Whammer. Whammer have won glorious soldier competition for have best charisma and for speak very good common. Whammer word clever. So I'm honored to tell of great Vesk to all Futa listeners. The Veskarium. From begin, Vesk come from Vesk Prime. This is home. Long ago we fight and crush all other species to become dominant force on planet. We learned that always war was most important, and these big and long fights shape us into powerful war machine, focus on conquer. Our many peoples become challenge for early Vesk society. There were no enough land, resources, or job for everyone. Instead of fight among ourselves, we organize ourselves and cleverly direct our fight to a neighbor planet. That's when we start to expand into space and form Veskarium, a mighty empire. We rename planets in our system with clever numbers like Vesk 2 and Vesk 8. Ever since we finished conquer Vesk Prime, we believe in accept surrender of enemies and bring them into our empire. Like this, we think both sides can win, but Veskarium is always in control. So, military in charge of everything. All strong Vesk choose military service as best career option. Young Vesk soldier dedicate their life to Veskarium and want conquer territories and gather resources for empire. In return, the military provides many opportunity for honorable combat and glorious death. Vesk society is very efficient and militaristic, even when we're young hatchling. At age 10, all Vesk child join their local planet's militia and get basic military training at first school. We learn self-defense, unarmed combat, strategy, and the importance of honor and duty to the Veskarium. Those who live outside empires send young back for training or make Vesk only school to teach the young traditional Vesk value and fighting skill. It's no uncommon for child to die during training, but such a death brings no shame or dishonor. When Vesk make age 16, we have choice for next step. Most common path is to enlist in military. Some might take advanced military training or want become officer, so join military academy. After training finish, if wish, Vesk soldier can leave army and take their gear. Many former warriors still work for the empire as mercenary. Other might choose to go to university or seek apprenticeship in a trade. Used to be Vesk dismissed bigger school as waste of time, as all can be learned through life challenge, or you die. But today, many Vesk see the Empire's need for more than only warriors, and we respect the weaker among us who choose non-military job. Only warriors who have experienced battle can hold political power, even if their experience were no direct in service to Vesk Empire. Many Vesk are driven by the pursuit of dominance, conquest, and glory in our daily life. We take pride in our self-mastery and proper conduct. We have strong sense of honor and duty, which can lead to deadly duels when honor at stake. Insults to our honor make blood debt, and this only settle when offender and whole family are slain. So leave no more blood to be shed for offense. Vesk respects strength, bravery, and victory. Our history reinforced belief that the Vesk way is the best way. All other species weaker and inferior. But still, we feel a duty to treat our subordinates, even those we have conquered in war, fairly and honorably. We make to improve their lives through Vesk school, Vesk law, and trade. Whether or no our conquered subjects like these changes is of little concern. Vesk eat meat, but most of us are able to eat anything. Sometimes after conquer new place, we find new meat, a new way to cook. One of my favorite cooking is meat with fire. Yes, meat and fire, very good. For to speak, Vesk pitch and tone is very important, and same word can mean many different things. Other species find Vesk a difficult language to say, so be careful when you use Vesk. An accident insult is still insult. The 8 planets of Veskarium go around blue sun called Ghavaniska. We also have big space station called Conqueror's Forge, and have other colonies outside the Ghavaniska System. There's only one species in System that we haven't conquered or made part of Empire. They call Zilbreeze, and they live inside the sun itself. We only just found out about them using Clever Sun. We've been trying to speak with Zilbreeze and ask to join our empire and share their sun technology with us. We do not yet know how to attack us sun people. So, Vesk are in charge of Veskarium government, and most of the peoples are Vesk. But there are others living with us. There are Formians, Ijitkli, Kothamas, Patlas, and Skitamanders. Vesk are better than them, but we still take care of them. Our laws are strict, but life is good, and most peoples, Vesk or no, are happy with their lives. Long ago, after we finished conquer Vesk Prime, having crushed the Scarsagan bug peoples and the very nasty magic snake people called the Kaigalas, something called the Gap happened, and everyone lose their memory forever. But Vesk clever. We still had record from before the Gap, so we can remember our history. Very quick, we retake our empire and become mighty Veskarium again, ruling over all our old territory. We wanted to travel to other star systems to grow empire more, but we didn't have any way to do. Then one day visitors from Veskarium System come and tell us about drift travel. So we built new clever engine and went to conquer the new known faraway planets. And when they saw the great might of Vesk, they formed an allied military called the Pact Worlds to defend themselves. We fought them honorably for a long time, but victory no come quick. Then all of a sudden, the Swarm attack us both. Swarm turned out to be a worthy and dangerous enemy, and we had to stop Pact War and make allies together so to fight this new bug enemy. After the Swarm defeated, so many honorable warriors fall in battle that we decide to have peace with the Pact world. Now we have trade and much contact with them, but we still have desire to conquer more. Vesk are used to war, and some of us want to conquer the Pact world again. But for now, we have peace. And it is strange time for us, Vesk. We'll see what happens in future. The Veskarium is huge and ruled by military leader. Government and army are same thing. Army have total power and make law. Vesk soldier enforce law and keep everybody in line. Each major world is ruled by much experienced commander called High Despot. They have control over everything on their world, but day-to-day managed done by the army, Bure crazy. The people who are on the world have no say in their own affair, and any local government are just there to give advice and report to army command. Other officer oversees smaller territory and division. There is big military base in important place on each planet. This base also acts as government center for world. Every base report to High Army Command and Command Prime on Vesk Prime. High Despot together form Council of Despot, which rule over whole Veskarium from Imperial Palace on Vesk Prime. Outside Ghavaniska System, Vesk colonies have different form of government, but they still must follow Vesk law. All High Despots serve for life. In past they would die with great honor in battle, but now they're PS. To die in battle is not so easy. In past, a High Despot might go on glorious military tour beyond Empire border, But at the now, Council of Despot is not like this. Whammer and many a Vesk soldier think maybe the High Despots are getting too political and forget about Empire army potential and soldier ambition. The Veskarium call itself an empire, but have no emperor right now. In time of war, the Council of Despot vote to choose emperor, who will be head of state and leader of army. Emperor is symbol to unite people in war, but Council of Despot still have the real power. This has been how things have always been in Veskarium. So, position of emperor is only for war. During PS, emperor step down, and the Council of Despots again become head of state. Only twice have happened since the gap. Veskarium military is one united force. No have different branch like some other army. Whether someone is infantry, engineer or pilot, they are all part of the same army. It's official called the Army of the Veskarium, but normal just to say army or military. Directive 9 is intelligence army branch, is responsible for find information and do clever secret army work. Division of Criminal Extirpation, known as the Hammers, is our law agency. They keep order and enforce the rules throughout the Empire. They focus on Vesk criminal and no take any disobedience. Division of disloyal organizations investigate and eliminate any group that threaten Vesk control. Physical and reproduction. We Vesk are reptilian humanoid with very tough scale. We stand about 7 feet tall with strong muscle, long tail, sharp claw and teeth. Our heads have small horns and spikes on the lower jaw that protect us in battle. Some lucky Vesk are born with spikes running down their backs, a sign of great glory in combat, favored by God, the Moritosh. Female Vesk are a little larger and have pretty bright color scale. Male have more plain green scale. Brightness of our scale is sign of good health, strength and beauty, and it's how we pick mates. We are full grown after 16 years and can live up to 90 years, though many seek honorable death in battle before. When it comes to reproduce, we lay egg. After choose mate, female Vesk lay clutch of 3 to 7 egg at time. The egg about the size of Whammer hand and have strong shell to protect the young inside. The shell start white but slowly go green or shiny. Most now use modern incubators to hatch egg, but some Vesk prefer traditional methods and make nest in their homes to keep egg warm with their own body. After about 6 months, egg hatch. Vesk can lay many clutch of egg throughout life, which make for big families. We consider all Vesk born from same mother as brother, no matter if from different clutch or father. But Vesk feels strongest bond with actual clutch mate. Some of us even form military units and mercenary company with clutch mate and spend entire life together from birth to death. Economy. In Veskarium, we use Imperial credits as money. It's same value as Pact World credit. When do business, the two currency can be used interchangeably. But in some remote place, it's harder to use Pact World credit. Most people use cred stick and digital credit, just like in Pact World. Veskarium have planned economy, controlled by military. Military decide what get made, where it go, and how much made. Military take big share of the economy for itself, but they make sure there's enough for everyone. After meeting Vesk needs, we export any extra for trade with other planets. Swarm war have big impact on economy. Usually, after war, we conquer new world to get resources for military, but these wars didn't give us much conquest. So now we have a big deficit for military spends. Empire is trying to fix this by colonize other places, but some think it won't work in long run and say we might need to start conquer again if we want to survive well. Daily life and culture. In Veskarium, Vesk culture dominate all. We have only one culture, even though we on many planets. When we conquer new world, we sometimes take a little of their art and custom. For example, we like the Patra leaf painting from Vesk 6, but Vesk culture still rule over everything. Military is big part of daily life for all Vesk. Even if you're no in military, you have to follow army rule. Society is strict. It is very hard to move up unless you military. If you know Vesk, you just try to live your life without causing trouble and show respect to the Veskarium. Crime and going against the rules are dealt with harshly. We have some different religion. Whammer no too care about this. Most common one is worship of Amoritosh, the god of the Vesk and the Veskarium. Some of us also worship Saranai and Iomidai. Many Vesk mercenary make honor to Besmara, and Talavet is popular among civilian. There are still some old religions on conquered worlds, but they know widespread. Each world have its own information network, who are all connected, but we can download dataset. Government send broadcasts to remind us that they care us and protect us. They also want us to know of threats around, like Pact world. They want us to be suspicious of them. And that is about everything you need to know about the Vesk. Remember all, for to not is insult, and remember where insult lead.